Hello everyone, it's Ryan back again to bring you another video. Today's video is going to be a very important video, so if everyone could please watch the entire video, especially if you are a customer of ours and that you're in the local area. It's extremely important to watch the entire video because today we are reopening the shop for walk-in access to all customers. But there are strict procedures put in place just to try and keep everyone happy and healthy and safe. So the main thing is, yes, people can now come to the shop and you can now actually gain access into the shop. You can turn up for purchase of livestock, frozen food, dry goods, water, anything at all that we were selling previously, before COVID and the lockdown, you can now purchase again. Obviously, we are a little bit down on stock levels because for the past few weeks we've been selling but not really restocking. So please bear with us if you come in and you think they're a little bit low stocked in certain areas. This week we are starting to ramp up orders and we're starting to get more livestock and dry goods across the board back in stock. Obviously quarantine procedures take a couple of weeks, so just bear with us, and if you want anything particular, just let us know. So moving on, so you come to the shop. We are going to be keeping the same hours as we have been for the past few weeks, for now anyway, which is 11 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's every single day except Tuesday. Tuesdays we are closed as normal, so that's 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the afternoon every day bar Tuesday. You're more than welcome to, as you come onto the site, go far left, straight up to the top of the site, and if you've not been to us before, you'll come behind our shop. Now you can, if you're after water, best thing to do is park directly behind the shop. If you're not after water, if you can, we'd prefer you to come around the shop, either park down the side, on the left hand side, or park behind on the grass behind the shop. Now I'll quickly just flip the camera around and show you guys what I mean, because I appreciate that's probably a little bit confusing, so just bear with me one moment. So this is behind the shop. I'm going to try and do this quite quickly because it is raining. It's horrible weather today, which is typical because we've had some beautiful weather the past few days and few weeks actually. But anyway, so this is behind the shop. So if you're after any water, salt water or RO water, we would prefer if you could park here. That'd be absolutely great. We can very easily fill up your jerry cans and then leave them outside. So if you're after water, park up anywhere behind the shop and then place your jerry cans on the deck-in pallet, please. Best thing to do then is to actually get back in your car and then give us a ring just to make sure that the shop isn't already at capacity and that you can actually safely come in. So I'll go through that in a second. Then obviously there's all of that grass there on the left hand side, that's opposite the building, that if you're just wanting to come and visit the shop, you're more than welcome to park there if it's busy. And then we'll go around because you can actually also park up on this left hand side as well. Now sometimes it does get busy, but this is another good little area, so you can park up obviously along this emporium here, and it is on flat concrete, so you can park up anywhere there. And then there's also, you can park here or at the edge of the fence there, but obviously just bear in mind that people are coming past, so sometimes it's best if you park here on the concrete or if you park anywhere behind the building just here. And as I say, for water, just park a little bit closer to the building. It just makes it a lot easier for everyone. So then once you're parked up, best thing to do is, as I said before, give us a ring just to check, see if there's any customers already in the shop and if we're at capacity. Our phone number is 01270 842475. I'll say that again, 01270 842475. Give us a ring and just say, yeah, I'm outside the shop. Am I allowed to access the shop, or are you at capacity, and we'll soon tell you straight away whether you're welcome to come in, or if we'll politely just ask you to wait outside for a little bit longer and we'll come to you. So then if you just come to the actual front of the shop, at the moment the door is closed, so the best thing to do is, like I say, ring the shop prior and just let us know that you're outside, or if not, come to the door and then just knock on the door. So we've actually got a sign there, please knock if you'd like to come in, and so that brings us on to the next phase. So we're only allowing 2 customers in at a time, and 1 customer is equal to 2 people per household only, and there is also a one-way system put in place. I appreciate it sounds like there's a lot of things, but we're just trying to maximize the safety of everyone here, and it's not something that's brand new. Obviously, if you've been to supermarkets, many other shops are only allowing 1 customer in at a time, or obviously, you know, there's one-way systems in supermarkets, etc., etc. So we're just trying to keep everyone safe and follow along the government guidelines. So you've rung up and the shop is quiet at the moment, it's not at capacity, and we've given you the green light. We've said, yeah, you're more than welcome to come to the door. You can come to the door, knock on the door. Please don't open the door yourself though. Me or Kelly will come to the door promptly and we will open the door for you and let you in. So it just means that you're not having to touch the door handle at all, and it's just one less thing that, you know, people have to worry about. So then we'll open up the door and then you're more than welcome to walk in. So you'll notice on the floor then that there are arrows. This is just the one-way system, so if you could follow the one-way system, that'd be absolutely fantastic. That'll just allow you know, if there's 2 sets of customers in, 4 people in total in the shop, that's at capacity. Of course, ideally you won't be bumping into each other, and that we should be able to all keep remain a 2-meter distance and keep safe. So the arrows, obviously you can walk into the alcoves, that's absolutely fine. Now what me and Kelly are asking, if possible, if you come as a couple, or if there's 2 of you as a customer, as 1 customer for example, then we would prefer it if you try to stick together as much as possible, just because it's just going to be a lot easier for me and Kelly and the other customers whilst walking around. If you split up and then start walking around the shop, it's going to make things a little bit more difficult just to keep the social distancing. So all areas of the shop you're allowed access around. Apart from the back, we've blocked it off with jerry cans. That's just a no-go zone. And then you can walk around here, see all the tropical fish, dry goods. Now dry goods, I'll go on to that now as well. If you require anything at all that's on this rack, any wood, any gravel, any sand, we'd much prefer it if you didn't pick it up yourself and you'd get me or Kelly to grab it for you. If you just want to have a look, please don't touch it. If you do want to purchase and you know which item that you're after, we are happy for you to actually pick it up yourself and bring it to the counter yourself. That's absolutely fine, but only pick up items if you're looking and willing to purchase them. Please don't pick them up just to have a look at the packaging or the back of the packaging and then place them back down, because of course that's not ideal. So around we go. Obviously the marine side, you can have a look all around there. There's another rack of tropical fish, of course, there. And so we then get to the counter. So if you have looked round, you've gone round and you kind of think, oh, I just want to have another look round, that's absolutely fine. There's no problem whatsoever. Just come round and go back round this way and then repeat the process. Please don't go back on yourself, because of course there could be customers already behind you, and if you go back the other way, you know, it could be making it unsafe for the other customers. But you can keep going round if you wanted to. You can go around a few times, it's absolutely fine. But just please stick to the one-way system. If you're a marine customer, please don't just come in and walk this way, because there could be customers in the waiting zone, there could be customers paying. So please go around the one-way system, and that should keep everyone a 2 meter distance and keep everyone as safe as possible. So you've had a look around and you've decided that you'd like some livestock. So best thing to do is come to the counter, and we've got these rock bins which just keeps a 2 meter distance between us and yourself, just to keep everyone safe. And we have this stand with an X at the base, and you can come to the cabinet. Me or Kelly will promptly ask if we can help, and you just relay your order to us. We can write down whatever you'd like. Best thing for this activity is, if you have, pretty much everyone has a mobile phone, go into the notes section of your mobile phone, and as you're walking around, take note of what fish you'd like. So if you wanted, for example, 6 neon tetras, 4 serpe tetras, a couple of corydoras, just make note of that on your phone. So then when you come to the counter, you can just relay that to me and Kelly. We can write that down, and then we will ask you if you can just go into the waiting zone. Which waiting zone is just here. And all you do is go into the wait zone, stand behind the tape, and that just allows the other customers, if there's any other customers in at the shop at the time, they can very safely walk past without any issues, still keeping that safe distance. Me and Kelly will then go off and collect your order, whether it be plants, fish, shrimps, what have you, doesn't matter, freshwater, saltwater, we'll go and get your order. Please bear with us whilst we're catching them. Please don't follow us and stand by us whilst we're catching your fish. Please just remain in the wait zone until we prompt you back to the pay station. So me and Kelly, once we've got your order prepped and sorted, we'll come back round behind the counter. We will then till your order through and ask you to come back then to the pay-in area, which is again X, and just stand here. Then you can pay via cash or card, that's no problem whatsoever, and we will go through now what happens. So, demonstration time. I'm a customer, I've come into the shop, and I desperately need some Coral Nutrition, Reef Energy Coral Nutrition AB+. I know that I definitely want some of this. I don't need to read the box, so it's absolutely fine to just pick it up myself. If I had any questions or queries about the product and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to purchase any, then I'd ask Ryan or Kelly for some help and advice before I make my decision. But in this particular demonstration, I know that I definitely want this size AB+. So that's absolutely fine to pick this up, because you're going to be buying it, and then we simply take it over to the counter. There's no one stood at the counter waiting to pay at the time. Obviously, if there's people in the wait zone, that's absolutely safe to then come to purchase the product. But if there's people obviously paying at the time, just keep a distance. We put a line down here. Please wait if a customer is currently paying. We've tried to mark it out and keep it nice and safe as much as possible. But yeah, if there's no customers here at the time and you only want the AB+, for example, you can then say, hi, yep, I'd like to purchase this, please. Kelly will then obviously ask cash or card. Say, for example, you're paying on, well, it doesn't matter, cash or card, but paying on cash or card, she'll till it through, and then we have the trusty pole that we have been using for quite some time. She'll then present you the card machine. Obviously, if it's cash, you can place the cash anywhere in this polystyrene box, and that's absolutely fine. If it's card, then just simply pop the card on the panel. It is contactless up to £45, so if you can, where possible, please use contactless, because it's just so much easier. And it means that they're not having to touch the card machine. Obviously, every time if anyone does use the card machine and has to touch it, that's no problem whatsoever. Me and Kelly will antibacterial wipe down the card machine after every single use. But just to keep everyone safe, if you can use contactless, if you're using card payment, contactless is definitely the way forward. If you're using cash, then just place the cash here, and that's no problem. Once paid, we'll ask whether you'd like your card receipt or not. If you do, then that's no problem, and also if you don't, then that's also no problem. Once paid and sorted, then simply pick up the product and then start to walk out. Then what we'll do, me or Kelly will open the door for you, step back, and then let you walk out of the shop. That just means that then again you're not having to touch the door handle at all, and it's completely contactless, and it's just a really good experience then. So again, thank you. If you're a customer, just ring or knock on the door. I appreciate obviously in rubbish weather you don't want to be getting soaked, so you don't really want to be standing in a line outside the shop for 15-20 minutes, half an hour, however long. You know, obviously if we're really busy you might be waiting for quite some time. So the best thing to do is wait in your car and go from there. So the other scenario is that I've asked Kelly for some advice on the Reef Energy Cold Nutrition, and I wasn't sure what size to go for, or I just wanted to ask her a few questions about the product, and she's actually come, helped me out with the product, helped me to make the decision, and so she actually has the product. So what we do in this scenario, really straightforward again. She's got the Reef Energy, we run it through the till, you pay just exactly the same as you would do, cash or card. Once it's paid, Kelly will then place your item, whether it's fish, dry goods products, anything at all, if it can fit in that basket, we will place it into the basket, open up the door for you again, step away, and then of course we can just grab the product safely and walk straight out of the door. Don't worry about closing the door, I forgot to mention that before. Don't worry about closing the door. Me or Kelly, whoever serves you, will close the door behind you, so you don't have to touch the door at all. Okay, so to wrap this video up, we are now open for walk-ins. There is access into the shop. A maximum of 2 customers at any one time is allowed in the shop. Please, when you park up outside the shop, give us a ring to ask if we're at capacity or whether it's safe for you to come in. Walk to the door, knock on the door, and then me or Kelly will promptly open the door and allow you access into the shop, so you don't have to touch the door handle at all. There's 2 people from each household per customer, so a total of 4 people could be in the shop at any one time. But yeah, please ring and we can just make sure that it is safe for you to come in before so. Please don't turn up as a family of 4, 5, 6 or groups. Unfortunately, we're not going to allow you access into the shop. We're not trying to be awkward, we're not trying to be difficult in this situation. It's just because we've got a small shop and we just want to keep social distancing and obviously stick to the rules and regulations. We will only allow 2 members from that group or family in. Obviously 2 members being, it can be for example parents, it can be a mother and a child, it can be a father and a child, whatever you'd like, but you can decide. But please, only 2 people per household allowed in at any one time. So come to the door, knock on the door. Obviously if it's raining, you're more than welcome to arrive in your car, give us a ring and we can let you in. And then please don't touch anything unless you are looking to purchase. If you are looking to purchase something, then you're more than welcome to pick it up and then come to the till to pay for it. Obviously there's no pressure to buy anything whatsoever. If you come in and you don't find the thing that you're looking for, if you just don't want to purchase anything on that particular visit, then that's absolutely fine. Please just ask me or Kelly to open up the door for you as you'd like to leave, and we'll open up the door for you. And it just again means that you don't have to touch the door handle. There's no pressure to buy anything, and that just keeps everyone safe. Once you've paid for your goods, obviously we will place your items in a basket. If me and Kelly have fish or corals or plants, if me and Kelly have your items, we'll place it into the basket. Once paid, we'll open up the door. Then you just simply go up to the basket, collect your items and walk out of the shop, and me and Kelly will close the door behind you. You don't have to touch the door at all. I think that's everything for that video. Of course, I appreciate there might be some questions regarding some of the procedures. If there are any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to drop us a message, private message, or write a comment below, and we'll be more than happy to go through any answers with you. We're not trying to be awkward here in this situation. We're just trying to keep everyone safe and happy. Obviously get the shop back open so we can begin trading again properly, but keep to the government guidelines at the same time. I hope everyone's keeping safe and well, and we all look forward to seeing you. 2 people at a time, remember. 2 people at a time. Take care, guys. Catch you on the next video.